Good afternoon and welcome to another exciting episode of Chamber TV. Our summer tour continues. Today we're netcasting live from C Burr Artz Library in downtown Frederick. On today's show, you'll learn how the public library may be utilized as a business resource. We'll also discuss plans for Chamber Expo 2011, and we'll have some fun Chamber factoids and our question of the month. Now for our host, here are Joe Porpiglia and Jessica Hibbard.
Welcome everyone. John Bailey is on vacation this week, so we have a special guest co-host. Please welcome Joe Porpiglia from D&D Consulting. He's one of our chamber ambassadors.
Well, thank you. Thank you for making me feel welcome. I'm glad you and my manager were able to negotiate the terms for this at the last minute. I'm happy about that.
We were barely able to meet his terms and conditions.
All right, well, welcome. Our summer tour continues today at the Frederick County Public Libraries, and we want to thank C Burr Artz Library in downtown Frederick for hosting us this month.
If you're watching online, you've already found our YouTube channel. You can also connect with us on Facebook. Just search for Frederick Chamber TV. And you can also join the conversation on Twitter by using the Chamber TV hashtag.
All right. Well, I understand now. I've got to follow the notes. I'm new at this. Positively Frederick, the Chamber's community blog. Anyone can submit a story about something good that happened in Frederick County.
That's true. Our featured story this month is from April Finnan. Some of you may know her. She works at Dynamport Vaccine Company, a Chamber member business. She's also a self-proclaimed local food enthusiast, and she submitted a great post this week. You can read about the annual Buy Local Challenge, community-supported agriculture, farmers markets, and other deliciously noteworthy things on the Positively Frederick blog. It's at positivelyfrederick.org.
Well, we love to hear about unique things that make Frederick County a great place to work and to live. If you've attended a fun event, had a great customer service experience, or a positive interaction with one of your neighbors, submit your story to positivelyfrederick.org. That's positivelyfrederick.org.
Yep, all the instructions are online. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
And now, the thing I've been waiting for, the question of the month. Each episode, we have a new question of the month. In June, we asked about your favorite local places to visit with out-of-town guests.
That's right. Thank you to everybody who submitted their ideas. It seems that downtown Frederick is a very popular destination, as well as local parks like Gambrel State Park's Overlook and Picnic area.
So, we have another fun poll this month, which I think has something to do with me being the person sitting here today, but what's your favorite summer drink?
Well, I'm guessing you're up for a margarita, maybe?
Well, I've got mine in here, but go ahead.
You know, I have to say, this may not be super exciting, but I have a weakness for iced coffee. Everybody who knows me knows that I just have to have it in the morning on the summer days.
Wow. I go more with the mojito.
Mojito. Little mint in there.
Love it. Grind it up. Bartenders hate it when you order it. I should warn you. It is fabulous.
Terrific. Well, we didn't want to limit you in choosing a favorite drink, so this is a fill-in-the-blank question. We'll share the most creative responses in next month's episode. If you have a recipe, you can share that too. The poll is online at frederickchamber.tv. All right, so our tagline at the Chamber is making connections, and companies and individuals frequently contact us for referrals and resources, and we do our best to point them in the right direction.
Frederick County Public Library System is a Chamber member and a great community resource. Daryl Batson, the director here at the library, is our special guest this month. Welcome, Daryl.
I have never been rolled onto a set in my life.
It's our trademark
It's
move on
wonderful.
Chamber TV.
I'm deeply moved. Okay. I'm in libraries, not comedy, okay?
Those of us who love reading are probably well acquainted with using the library for individuals or families. I almost always have a book out on loan. But there are also business resources at the library. So Daryl, can you tell us what's available here for local companies?
Yeah, we've got a great business research collection. Books, magazines, databases, a lot of things that people can use to start up and run their business. In fact, we have 2 staff members that are trained to help people start up businesses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it works real well. We work with the Office of Economic Development, And with Frederick County Workforce, we put programs on together so people can be trained and learn about ways. If people want to start a business, we can help them. If they've got a business, we can continue to help them.
Terrific.
Wow. Well, many of us look for information and conduct a lot of research online. What types of electronic resources do you have here at the library?
I'm glad you asked.
Just impromptu.
Came right out of there. A lot of the local businesses have heard of Ref USA. This is a database that has 12 million American companies on it.
Oh.
And if people want to find a place to get supplies, to buy resources, raw materials, zip codes, addresses, other companies that do the same thing or competition in your area, it's all available on Ref USA.
Or customers, I guess, too, if you're looking
Yeah,
for
if
those.
you're looking for demographics and that. Another one is investor services. Sometimes people have businesses, but they've invested. We do Morningstar online and Value Line online. So people can come up and keep track of that. Plus, we also have the Frederick Office of Economic Business Directory. Major employers, incentives, workforce, all that. So just a few of the ones we use that's part of our overall collection.
Awesome. Well, I think a lot of us have experience with libraries as kids or as students, but public libraries serve all types of people and I know you guys have a variety of programs, so tell us one of the most innovative, most unique programs, or maybe one of the best kept secrets at Frederick County Public Libraries.
Okay, you ready for this? Another drink. We have one of the largest obituary collections in the United States.
Wow.
We have clipped from Frederick County since 1900. You can't handle your drink over
No,
there.
obviously my umbrella flew
It
off.
shocked you, I could tell. We have clipped from the newspaper their obituaries. We have over 250,000 obituaries of people who have lived in Frederick County. People come from all over the world, literally here, to do research on families. And that's the C Burr Artz Maryland group.
Wow. Well, that is I didn't even know about that.
So if you die while doing this job, you too can be. Then we're here for you.
Now I do need that drink.
I have a new goal. One day, hope my obituary is here at the library.
We're here for you.
Well, thank you, Daryl.
You're welcome.
It
Thanks
is
for
a
hosting us
beautiful
this month.
facility, and it would be a shame if businesses don't use this free opportunity.
They've already paid for it with their tax money. They might as well use us.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Is this where I wheel off?
All right, thanks to Daryl. That was great information.
It was. It was. Well, now Chamber Factoids. Now the script says each month we try to supply, but that's actually not true because each month we actually do supply a different Chamber Factoid that you can use to impress your business associates, friends, and families at either events or networking events.
All right, well, did you know, since January 1st, 171 companies have joined the Chamber. Right now we have a record number of Chamber members, 861. Those member businesses support our community. They also provide more than 30,000 local jobs, which is not too shabby. So let's give them
All right, now we move to the member-to-member spotlight. Everyone likes to save money. I certainly do. We have a couple of member-to-member coupons to spotlight this month, and notice the theme.
Yes, that's right. Depending on your answer to the what's your favorite drink question, you might be interested in our first discount, which is from Hillcrest Beer, Wine, and Spirits. They're offering 20% off a case of wine or 10% off 4 or more bottles of liquor, which is a great deal if you're hosting a summer party or making some mojitos.
That's absolutely right. All right, well, summer is also a great time for fun family excursions. You can celebrate Frederick Community Days at Six Flags now through August 6th. Chamber members receive, oh, this can't be right, $32 off each ticket?
$32 off of each ticket. If you want to buy those tickets online, you can go to our website. There's a code there. You can also find more discounts on our website. Just visit frederickchamber.org and click on the red button that says member-to-member coupons.
All right, now on to business.
All right.
All right, registration for the Chamber's annual Business Expo officially opened earlier this month. So we're putting trade show tips on the front burner for this month.
Yep, that's right. This year, the expo is on September 27th at the former Antique Station building on Thomas Johnson Drive, new location this year. This is the networking event that people look forward to all year long, and exhibit spaces are selling out very quickly.
So, Doug Angel is president of Imagination Center, a Chamber member company that does large format printing and trade show displays. And he's joining us today. And with a name like Angel, what could go wrong? Welcome, Doug.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, lots of companies out there have participated in trade shows, but many haven't exhibited before, maybe don't know what to expect. So why would a business exhibit, and how is it different from other marketing opportunities?
Trade shows are very unique in the way that they market. If you talk about like print advertising or radio, television advertising, they're pretty much a broadcast approach, versus trade shows are very targeted. So you can go to a trade show that addresses your specific industry. If you do television, for example, or radio, you might reach tens of thousands of people, but maybe only 5% of those are who your potential customers are. The trade shows are great because out of the 1,000 people or 2,000 might be at the trade show, every one of them is a prospective client. So it's just a very effective way to reach not everybody, but the people who would be a best need for your company.
Right, they already self-select because they've made the effort to go to you directly.
What's that? Well, like for the Chamber Expo, for example, that's business to business. So
right.
For a lot of companies, if you do office supplies, every business needs office supplies. There is print trade shows. So if you're a print buyer, you would go to there. And if you're a print producer, everybody who's at that show is a potential customer. So it's a very effective and a very cost-effective way to advertise.
Awesome.
Well, if a company is making its first trade show order from you, what kind of tips or what suggestions or what key points should they keep in mind when they're ordering their first one?
I mean, there's two different ways to look at that. The first thing is if it's the first trade show they've ever been to, really the trade show, everything that goes into that should be the preparation for it. You want to figure out not just what your budget is, but you want to figure out, well, how much potential revenue can you get from that show? Set goals for the show like any business venture. You also want to make sure you have a good plan in place which will allow you to do the follow-up that's necessary to convert any visits into potential sales.
Exactly.
So and I think that's the most important thing. When you start getting into the actual booth and displays itself, I think the most important thing is make sure it's properly designed more than anything else. You can have the best booth in the world, but if the message isn't clear and isn't targeting your specific customers, it's not going to be effective. So instead of using Word or Publisher to generate your own booth, really seek professional help if you're not a designer, or if your corporation has a professional design department, make sure you utilize them.
Great, great. Well, we have a lot of returning exhibitors at the expo, and they might be looking to change or improve their exhibit. So can you share a couple of maybe interesting trends, high-impact tips, or other creative ideas for them?
Certainly. One of the things that's really big nowadays in the trade show industry is something called stretch displays. Most people are familiar with conventional pop-up displays where you erect the frame and then you put the graphics on.
Sure.
It weighs about 100 pounds, takes 15-20 minutes. These new displays, they're very cost-effective. They're lightweight. They weigh 35 pounds, so anybody can set them up. They're inexpensive to ship, and they set up in under a minute. So that's one very, very nice new feature that's come out over the last couple of years, and that's what everything seems to be trending towards for smaller presentations. Another thing to sort of keep in mind is think of what your customers are looking for. If you're Apple or IBM, everybody's looking for you, so make sure your design has that as the primary focus. If you're not as well known, just tell people what you do. You know, we create great displays, or we do this, or we do that. Give them a reason to enter your booth, and let them know what services or what solutions that you provide to them. And I think that's probably the best way to capitalize on the visitors that come to you.
Well, excellent. Great ideas. Thank you, Doug. Imagination Center is sponsoring our exhibitor booth camp training in August, and Doug's going to be sharing more tips over the next few weeks with them. So if you have a table or booth at the expo, you'll be hearing more from Doug. We appreciate you coming on today. Thank you very much. I like the rolling on the patio. Yeah, it's working pretty well.
I like more the excitement of the potential rain that might fall. It's more exciting to me. All right, well, go to the question of the month, I think. All right, well, summer is flying by. It is hard to believe it's mid-July already.
Yeah.
Hopefully you had time to relax with your favorite seasonal beverage. Don't forget to vote for your favorite summer drink in this month's poll.
That's right. Just a reminder, you can access the Question of the Month poll and find links to all the topics we've discussed today on the Chamber TV website. It's frederickchamber.tv. All right. It's the end of another great episode. A lucky member of our studio audience will win today's Chamber TV prize, a 4-pack of tickets to the Frederick Keys provided by the Kalos Companies. Wow.
I wish I was sitting out there. I'd have a shot for that. Jeez. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to our 8th episode, made possible by the following donors and volunteers.
Brandy Gray is our announcer.
Kelly Beach is our producer.
Prize packs for our live studio audience were provided by Liberty Mutual, VillageWorks Communications, Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, Giant Eagle, Baltimore Coffee, Roy Rogers, and Wood Street.
And you really should wish you were here, because the catering today was done by Uno Chicago Grill, and I've got to tell you, it is fabulous.
And of course, special thanks to Frederick County Public Libraries for hosting this month's episode.
Thank you for everyone who's here with us today. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for inviting me for this.
It's been great to have you, Joe. Join us in the live studio audience when we record our next episode, Friday, August 19th at 1 o'clock. The next stop on our summer tour is Goodwill Industries on East Church Street in Frederick. Between now and then, we'll see you around town and online at frederickchamber.tv.